Pick at Asvab test questions 193 questions with 100% correct answers. A square has how many sides? Answer 4. How much is 2 plus 2? Answer 4. A rose is a what? Answer a flower. What is the best explanation of how a smooth round stone became smooth? Answer: it was in a stream for a long time. If you place bean seeds between moist paper towels and watch the stem leaves appear, you will see a demonstration of. Answer: germination. Any astronomical body that revolves around a larger body is called. Answer: satellite. In chemistry, to be classified as an organic substance, a substance must contain. Answer: carbon atoms. What element does not contain any neutrons? Answer: hydrogen. What is the symbol for hydroxyl ion? Answer: a perpetual motion machine can never be built because it is not possible to eliminate what? Answer: plasticity. The chemical formula of a compound describes the elements the compound contains and the. Answer: the ratio of elements in a compound. When scientists measure a liquid's resistance to flow, they are measuring the liquid's. Answer: viscosity. The tympanic membranes are also known as the. Answer: eardrums. When sodium atoms form sodium ions, the. Answer: lose electrons. Choking is prevented by the. Answer: epiglottis covering the voice box. Which of the following actions produce an chemical change? Answer: adding salt to the hot water. Which of the following is a non-renewable resource? Answer: copper. What are the two main gases that make up stars? Answer: hydrogen and helium. A radar is designed to report the track of an aircraft every second. If this radar reports 30 tracks in 1 minute, what percentage of the time did the radar track the aircraft? Answer: 0.5. Jerry walked a dog from 6:40 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. one day. If he was paid at the rate of $6 per hour, how much did he earn that day? Answer: 5. A woman is looking for a bigger square office. She finds an office twice the area of her current office. If the perimeter of her current office is 88 feet, how many square feet is the new office? Answer: 176 square feet. If the perimeter of a square garden is 84 feet, what is the area of the garden? Answer: 4 for 1 asked. How many feet of chain fence are necessary to enclose a dog pen that is square and has an area? 60 for SQFT. Answer: 32. The pet store had 6 puppies selling for $100 each and 12 kittens selling for $24 each. Today, only 2 puppies and 8 kittens were left. In dollar terms, what was the ratio of sales of puppies and kittens? Answer: 13 to 3. The price of salmon at a fish market is $5.40 per pound. This is 150% of its cost at a supermarket. How much would it cost per pound at a supermarket? Answer: 3.6. A train goes twice as fast downhill as it can go uphill, and 2/3 as fast uphill as it can go on level ground. If it goes 120 miles per hour downhill, how long will it take to travel 45 miles on flat land? Answer: 1/2 hour. Jamie just bought 2 boxes. The first box is square, with each side measuring 10 units, and is for units high. The second box is rectangular and has twice the volume of the square box. If the height of the second box is 5 units, and the width is 10 units, what is the length of the second box? Answer: 16 units. Each August, a restaurant's rent is adjusted to the cost of living index. The rent has been $15.50 a month, and the cost of living index for this August was 3.7%. What is the new rent per month? Answer: $1,607.35. There are 9 red and 6 green marbles in a bag. A child reaches in the bag and randomly takes 1 marble. What is the probability of that child getting a green marble? Answer: 0.66. Before being painted, a concrete play area was marked off into squares and then into triangles. For the square shown, what is the area of the triangular part labeled XYZ? Answer: 3 to asked. If the population of a certain city increased 25% in 2 years, the new population was what percent of the old? Answer: 1.25. A printing press will print 6,000 copies in 20 minutes. A second press can print 15,000 copies in 60 minutes. How many more copies per minute will the faster press print than the slower press? Answer: 3,000. Deborah and Ian shared in a $1 million estate. If Ian received $125,000 and Deborah the rest. What fraction of the estate did Deborah receive? Answer: 44,750. Small most nearly means. Answer: a little. Prestige most nearly means. Answer: status. We will long remember our perilous journey. Answer: hazardous. Inept most nearly means. Answer: silly. Oppressive most nearly means. Answer: painful. Complexity most nearly means. Answer: intricacy. Nurture most nearly means. Answer: cultivate. Void most nearly means. Answer: empty. Fervently most nearly means. Answer: passionately. Devout most nearly means. Answer: pious. Erratically most nearly means. Answer: irregularly. Sustain most nearly means. Answer: tolerate. They consoled each other after the accident. Answer: solaced. The cashier negated the charge of the item. Answer: nullified. Crass most nearly means. Answer: crude. Bruise most nearly means. Answer: steady. The lens of the eye focuses light rays as they enter the eye. Muscles around the lens react to light and change the shape of the lens by expanding or contracting. Certain diseases or injury to the lens of the eye can result in blurry vision. According to the paragraph, the lens of the eye is used to answer: focus light. Your heart's mitral valve does an awfully big job, letting blood from the left atrium of the heart into the left ventricle without losing a drop is one of the toughest tasks in the circulatory system. In fact, if the system was suddenly opened at that point, the force of the valve closing would send blood 5 feet into the air. In this passage, the author's purpose is to answer: convince the readers of the stress on the mitral valve. Riding the mail plane is a low-budget way to visit America's largest national park. Wrangell St. Elias 13 million acres of scenic beauty. Copper first drew prospectors to this part of Alaska. From 1911 to 1938, the Kennecott mine produced 200 million tons of it. Now a mecca for tourists, the town of Kennecott was abandoned to the ghosts when the copper ran out. Which of the following illustrates the correct sequence of events? Answer: copper drew prospectors. Copper ran out. Town abandoned. Tourist attraction. Physicists seek out those features of nature that are simple and universal. The secret of their success is not so much a matter of finding answers as it is asking the right questions. The trick is keeping the questions simple and sticking to universal phenomena. Simple questions can be answered unambiguously by careful observation of repeated experiments and by logical thinking. Which of the following questions is most clearly an example of the kind discussed in the paragraph? Answer: how fast do stones of a particular size fall? A period of time is usually measured by comparing it with another period of time. For example, a year on Mercury is equal to 88 Earth days. A year on Uranus is approximately 348 Mercury years. According to the passage, the way time is usually measured shows that the time is answer: calendar-based. Weather radar is a great help to pilots in detecting thunderstorms. However, pilots must be aware that radar does not reliably detect hail. Radar operates by transmitting a pulse of radio energy and receiving the pulse again after it is reflected by a target. Large raindrops, the kind found in intense thunderstorms, are the best radar reflectors and will show up as intense targets on the screen. Hail is somewhat porous and has an uneven structure. It tends to absorb or scatter the radar pulse rather than reflect it back to the antenna. According to the paragraph, weather radar does not reliably detect hail because of answer: its penetrable surface. According to Mark Twain, October is a particularly dangerous month to speculate in stocks. Others include July, January, September, April, November, May, March, June, December, August, and February. What was Mark Twain's point? Answer: October is an especially bad month for speculating in stocks. Physical sound energy is transmitted through the external ear, the pinna, and the middle ear to the inner ear, where it creates pressure waves in the fluid of the cochlea. There, hairs on the organ of Corti are moved by the pressure waves. The movement of the hairs starts the process by which nerve impulses are generated. Where is the organ of Corti located? Answer: in the inner ear. An analysis of the mandatory oil quota program shows that separate quotas were established for crude oil and for petroleum products. Petroleum products were divided into light products, mostly gasoline, jet fuel, and distillate and Heavy or residual fuel oil products. The quota for crude oil imports was set at approximately 10% of crude oil consumption. The passage implies which of the following about the oil quota program? Answer: the quota for residual fuel oil products was the same as for crude oil products. The author implies that the primary motivation for establishing a training program for women pilots during World War II was the answer: unavailability of qualified male pilots. For x plus 12 equals 0. Answer: -3. What is 5x times ex to 5? Answer: 15x3 to 25x. What is the area of a parallelogram if its length is x plus 4 and its height is x plus 3? Answer: xe plus 7x plus 12. Simplify 3/5 x plus x. Answer: 8, 5x. Graphs of the following equations are straight lines except, answer, y equals x to plus 3. The hypotenuse of a right triangle has a length of 14 units and a side that is 9 units long. Which equation can be used to find the length of the remaining side? Answer: xe equals ki plus e. The factors of y plus I, y are. Answer: 2x plus 3y xy. What is the area of a triangle with a base of 8 feet and a height of 4 feet? Answer: 16 square feet. The reciprocal of 3 to 1/5 is. Answer: 44,697. If 4, 3 times 3, 4 equals 5k, then equals, answer, 44566. What does the abbreviation AC stand for? Answer: alternating current. In making permanent electronic connections, use. Answer: soldering iron. When current flow is interrupted by a blown fuse, the circuit becomes, answer, open. A standard multimeter does not measure, answer, frequency. This is a symbol for a. Answer: transformer. Utility company power lines carry what kind of current? Answer: alternating. When measuring resistance with an ohmmeter. Answer: disconnect power. In this schematic, the total resistance is. Answer: 100 ohms. Electrical current flowing from one component to the next is an example of what kind of circuit? Answer: open. When wire conductors are coated with solder, the process is called, answer, tinning. In order to make an electric current flow, it is necessary to have, answer, an ammeter. A device that converts sound waves to electric current is a. Answer: transistor. Wires are joined together with solder to ensure. Answer: maximum voltage. Which of the following cannot be used to store an electrical charge? Answer: fuse. Which of the following is a type of resistance in an AC transformer circuit? Answer: impedance. The type of electricity used to power a car radio is typically, answer, DC. The most commonly used fuel for running automobile engines are, answer, gasoline. Which of the following is not part of a car's drivetrain? Answer: transmission. Which engine component stores oil for lubrication? Answer: oil pan. The catalytic converter is part of what system? Answer: emission control system. How many crankshafts are there in a V8 automobile engine? Answer: 8. The engine flywheel bolts to the. Answer: crankshaft. What kind of wrench should be used to tighten engine components such as manifolds and cylinder heads? Answer: torque. The function of the master cylinder is to. Answer: apply hydraulic pressure to the wheel cylinders. Which of the following part of a conventional distributor? Answer: rotor. Coolant flow through an engine is regulated by the. Answer: thermostat. Nails are usually driven into wood with. Answer: hammers. Which of the following uses a penny system to specify its size? Answer: finishing nail. Taps and dies are tools to. Answer: cut threads for nuts and bolts. Which tool is used to bend large sections of sheet metal? Answer: lathe. What is placed around a chimney to prevent leaks? Answer: flashing. This type of pattern on metal is made by a process called. Answer: virling. Self-tapping screws are primarily used when fastening objects to. Answer: sheet metal. Anchor bolts are used to hold the. Answer: rebar to the concrete. Which of these does not make wood chips when it is used? Answer: drill press. To properly turn wood stock, one should use a. Answer: lathe. The best saw for accurately cutting 3 inches off the length of a 2 by 8 by 18 inch piece of lumber is a. Answer: radial arm saw. Gear is the driving gear. If all the teeth are shoot off of gear B, which gears will turn? Answer, gears A and C. A series of 4 gears W, X, Y, Z is driven by pulley V and a belt. If V turns in the direction shown, which gears will rotate clockwise? Answer, Y and X. A box sits on a smooth table. 3 strings are attached to the box, each having a weight of 10 IBS. Attached to the other end, the box will move in direction. Answer, D. 4 weights are tied together and hung from the ceiling. What will be the tension in the cord at the point? Label it. Answer, 60 pounds. The illustration shows a water tank that is made of wood planks and reinforced metal hoops. Why are the hoops closer together near the bottom of the tank? Answer, the water pressure pushing against the sides of the tank is greater near the bottom. Spaces are placed between slabs of concrete in city sidewalks to answer, allow for expansion and contraction. Is it true that frictional forces answer, only operate in vertical directions? This drive pulley always turn. Answer, faster than pulley A or C but not pulley B. A belt passes over a drum and its ends are connected to springs. If the drum rotates in the direction shown and there is friction between the drum and the belt, then answer, spring 1 will get shorter and spring 2 longer. A spring will compress 1 inch for every 50 pounds of force that is applied to it. How much force is needed to compress the same spring 10 inches? Answer, 500 IBS. As part moves to the left, gear C will turn. Answer, C first in direction 1 and then in direction 2. A spring is compressed against a wall by a wooden block that has a force applied to it. If the force is removed from the block, answer, the block of wood will move to the right. The illustration shows an example of answer, an inclined plane. What would you tell the person who is trying to loosen the rusty nut with the wrench? Answer, move your hand farther from the nut.